Psychology tries to explain why we think, act and feel the way we do, and it does it in a way that goes beyond everyday common sense understanding. But is it a science? Is psychology a science is quite a common but complicated question, so the first thing is to make it simpler. And the best way of doing this is to show the examiner that you've got a good understanding of what science is and what makes scientific knowledge different from other forms of knowledge. And once you can do that, you're well on the way to giving a good psychology and science answer. And a key word that can help us here is objectivity. Objective knowledge is knowledge that goes beyond opinions, feelings, values, beliefs and prejudices. In everyday language, it's going from what I think or believe to what I know and can support with evidence. And scientific methods are seen as the best way of producing objective knowledge.
Why do we behave in the way we do? Are we just born that way? Or does it come from our life experiences? Is it mainly down to nature or nurture?
This is a key and unresolved debate in psychology, and it revolves around the question of where we begin to look for answers to explain human behaviour. The nature argument sees the major causes of behaviour lying in biological influences. The rival nurture position doesn't deny the importance of biological drives, but it argues the direction they take is caused by environmental factors. You probably believe you have some choices in life. For example, the subjects you're taking, the friends you make, the clothes you wear, and whether to listen to this video or not. This idea of choice is called free will, and most people, including most psychologists, believe we have some degree of free will over our behaviour. But other psychologists called neuroscientists disagree. They argue that our behaviour is determined and that we don't have free will in the sense that most people think we do.
The idea of determinism is that if you know exactly the initial conditions of a situation, you can predict everything that happens afterwards with perfect certainty.
So while the free will or common sense view of action suggests that our conscious intentions initiate brain activity, which then leads to action, the neuroscience view alters this sequence to brain activity, consciousness and action. Most psychology is what we call individualistic. That is, psychologists are looking to explain human behaviour and individual differences in terms of factors within people, in their biology or their personalities, for example. In contrast, social psychologists emphasise the effect of situations on people's behaviour. And they've argued that in some extreme situations, people will behave out of character simply because of the situations in which they find themselves. This has been explored in a number of controversial studies in social psychology, but none were more controversial than the Stanford prison experiment.
And then it began to escalate. Each day, the level of abuse, aggression, violence against prisoners got more and more extreme.